Evolution of Loki in movies and TV series. More than 2 years have passed since the Avengers Endgame event. It's permissible to forget exactly what happened during the Infinity Gun climax and some of the entries that led to it, and how Loki had played a very important role in this. Welcome back to Evo Chronicles. Today we're going to talk about Loki. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to never miss an update.
I am Loki of Asgard.
Loki, son of Odin, prince of Asgard and rightful heir of Jotunheim, and God of Mischief, is burdened with glorious purpose. Loki is also the brother of Thor. Not a real one, but an adopted one. An earlier version of the character than the one we've seen in recent years always manages to escape the custody of the Avengers in The Avengers 2012 with the help of a Tesseract stone. But he accidentally creates an alternate timeline by doing so, bringing him to the attention of the extra-dimensional government known as the Time Variance Authority, or TVA, which is in charge of keeping the timeline secure. We're going over each film and shows in order of release, but to keep things simple, we'll only take a look at shows and films that really stuck around. We first met the MCU, or Marvel Cinematic Universe's version of Loki, God of Mischief and member of the royal family of Asgard, in the film Thor 2011. He was a loyal brother to Thor and a dutiful son to Odin, ruler of the 9 realms. But uncertainty and aim began to quickly crumble away at Loki, especially once he found out that he was not a true son of Odin, but the child of Loki, who was a leader of the Frost Giants, taken by Odin after the last huge war between the Asgardians and the Giants. Feeling hurt, deceived, and passed over in support of the full-blooded Thor, Loki planned to align himself with Loki and his people, bring down Thor and Odin, and rule over Asgard. The character started to get featured in 1966 through TV shows and movies. The very first time Loki got featured and mentioned even before the MCU version was in the TV film The Mighty Thor, 1966. It was an animated movie. After that, the character got featured in Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, 1981, Hulk vs. Thor, 2009, The Superhero Squad Show, 2009, then in a TV show named The Avengers Earth Mighty Heroes, 2010, Thor, 2011, and from here, the version of MCU Loki started to appear in more films and TV shows. In Thor 2011, Loki found out that he was the biological son of Loki and adopted by Odin after the war ended with Loki. Feeling betrayed, he plans to kill Odin and rule over Asgard as Odin exiles Thor to Earth. A few Asgardian warriors who were unhappy with Loki try to return Thor from exile. Knowing of their plan, Loki sends the Destroyer to track them and kill Thor. The Destroyer leaves Thor on the edge of death, but his sacrifice sees him become deserving of returning from exile, and he retrieves his power and defeats the Destroyer. Thor comes and fights with Loki before destroying the Bifrost to stop Loki's plan. In space, Loki meets the leader of an extraterrestrial race, Chitauri. In exchange for retrieving the Tesseract, in return, the leader promised Loki an army with which he could overcome Earth. He also appeared in 2012's The Avengers MCU film, where he tries to steal the Tesseract stone, and he also helps leading an army of Chitauri to invade Earth. But he failed to do so due to Hulk attacking Loki and beating him in the tower, before Loki is arrested and taken to Asgard by Thor to be imprisoned for his crimes on Earth using the Tesseract stone. After this film, he also appeared on Season 1 of Spider-Man TV series, 2012, Season 1 of Avengers Assemble TV series, 2013, MCU film Thor: The Dark World, 2013. The Dark Elves attack Asgard, searching for Foster, whose body has been attacked by an Aether. Malekith and Curse kill Loki's adoptive mother Frigga. Thor unwillingly frees Loki, because he agrees to take Thor to a secret portal in return for Thor's promise to take revenge for their mother. In Svartalfheim, Loki betrays Thor. Malekith joins with the Aether and leaves in his ship as Loki gets attacked, saving Thor from Curse, whom Loki was able to kill through trickery. Thor defeats Malekith in a battle and returns to Asgard to decline Odin's suggestion to take the throne, and tells Odin about Loki's sacrifice. After Thor leaves, Loki has survived and taken Odin's place on the throne, altered as Odin. Next, Loki's character gets featured in Season 1 of the TV series Hulk and the Agents of Smash, 2014, the film Marvel Superhero Adventures Frostfight, 2014, and Season 1 of the TV series Guardians of the Galaxy, 2016. Although he was beaten back by the Avengers in that epic battle, Loki would appear in 3 more MCU films. In Thor Ragnarok 2017, Thor returns to Asgard and discovers Loki's trick. Thor takes Odin to the city of New York and finds that Odin is dying. But Odin explains to him how his death will save his firstborn baby Hela. On Sakar, with help of Loki and Valkyrie, Thor steals the ship to escape through a wormhole to Asgard. But here also Loki betrays Thor, which leads to Thor leaving Loki behind and went to Asgard. Thor gets into a fight with Hela. During the battle, Thor orders Loki to bring the crown of Surtur from Odin's treasure room and places in the eternal flame kept there, which causes an enormous form of Surtur to appear and destroy Hela and Asgard. In the process of doing this, Loki steals the Tesseract from Odin's treasure. Thor, the crowned king, decides to take the Asgardians to Earth, notwithstanding Loki's interests about how he will be accepted there. Throughout the first 4 MCU films, he would gradually unfold from a villain into an anti-hero, fighting once again alongside his adopted brother Thor, and finally into a hero who sacrificed himself at a wrecked, fatal price to stop Thanos from taking the Infinity Stone from Asgard in Avengers Infinity War 2018. In Avengers Endgame 2019, he just appeared to retrieve the Tesseract in an alternate 2012 during the Avengers and escapes the Battle of New York, creating a new timeline. Loki writer Michael Waldron describes the show as fighting identity, who you are and who you want to be. So it's better than Loki has ever seen. There is no doubt that it will be a version. Loki is a character who always considers his own identity, and the TVA raises a mirror on Loki, depending on what they do, and knows who he is and who he isn't. Very good to face, Waldron explained. The TVA recruits a mischievous god to help clear up the temporary turmoil he created when he grabbed and scraped Tesseracts. Things are wrong. Can Loki become a truly valuable TVA asset, correct mistakes and correct things? Maybe. But as we know, Loki will be Loki, and he probably won't enjoy being told what to do by anyone. That's how the character evolved from villain to a hero. And now, the new series Loki, an original series from Marvel Studios in which he has assumed his role as God of Mischief. The series has already been released in May 2021, which is also available on Disney Hotstar. After watching this video, make sure to check it out. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below.